2, peace, peace. 1, 2, peace. Peace, peace, everybody, peace. What up, peace, peace, how you doing? What's up, y'all? So yeah, the instrumentals for the good joint. Peace, peace, everybody tuned in, peace. You know what I mean? All over. You know what I mean? I present to y'all, you know what I mean? New presentation. Kev Brown presents. You know what I mean? With the Masterpiece Theater music playing. You know what I mean? The music underneath. The music underneath. You know what I mean? It's a new series we got going here. The music underneath. This particular project is the Good Instrumentals. I dropped a Good album a little while ago. I just dropped it on Bandcamp, but I dropped it last year on my website, officialkevbrown.com. And you know what I mean? I ain't dropped no videos or nothing for it, or none all that good stuff. But right now I got the instrumentals out, you know what I mean? So it's not anywhere else except Bandcamp and my website. You can go to my website and get it too. But it's on Bandcamp. If you want the MP3, it's on my website too. But on Bandcamp, they do the wave, if whatever you want. They do the FLAC, the wave, the AIFF. They do all the different formats for the audio files out there. You know what I mean? And so I was just gonna play. You know, I you know, this ain't you know, I just drew that myself. You know what I mean? I didn't. I just wanted to put this out. You know. So hieroglyphics. What up? Peace, peace, peace. Everybody in the comments and stuff, and following along and stuff. Just talking about the instrumentals to this joint. So I drew the pic. You know, I drew that this morning. That wasn't gonna. I was like, I'm gonna draw the cover myself this time, and like they're struggling. But you know what I mean? If it come out official, you know, I'll do it over. You know, get it done up professional, pro style. It don't look bad. I should have did the edges. You know what I mean? I wasn't using the my little edges. You know what I mean? My shape joints for the drawings. I was just kind of doing it freehand. I still did it with a pencil first though, and then I went over it with the ink joint. But you know what I mean? It's hard drawing an MPC. You know what I mean? At first I was like, oh, that's easy. It's like a box. It's a rectangle, and blah blah blah. There's circles and buttons on it. All right. But then when you're trying to draw the buttons and stuff, and then the drum, you see the drum pads. It looked, you know what I mean? It looked like I did it on purpose, but you know, it's once I got into it, I was like, oh, this is hard. Like the shapes, because all it is shapes. And if you get the shapes wrong, you get the picture wrong. You know what I mean? So this looked like a, you know what I mean? Put this up on the refrigerator type job. But yeah, it's out now. You know what I mean? It's out all over the. You know, you can go on my Bandcamp right now. I got the what's this? The intro playing on repeat right now. So we're gonna get into it. Got the joints, you know what I mean? It's joints. If you heard the Good album, you know what I mean? You know what's about to happen. I'm playing, you know, this is the instrumental to the joints. And Shout out to Jock Retro, and shout out to Barry Schwartz, aka Disco Vietnam. You know what I mean? Because I got a beat from Barry and I got a beat from Jock. Beats is tight. And you know, that's on the credits when you read the credits on the joint. What can I say about this? This right here that's playing, this Masterpiece Theater music, I made this joint. This is not a sample. This is, you know what I mean? It's real instruments and just played on the drum pads, you know what I mean? So, I tried messing with the keyboard. The keyboard, I don't know. I'm so programmed with the you know, with the drum pads, man. It feel weird when I go to the keyboard. I don't know how to play a keyboard, but just touching the key, you know what I mean? It ain't like doing drums on the keys. Some people like doing that. Cats that had the ASR 10, they was killing that joint. But you know, it's whatever. It just feels strange. I don't know. It's new equipment because it's like I don't. You know what I mean? I feel like learning something new when I could just already know how to do it on here. But I could probably do more because the pitch bend. But I saw you could do a pitch bend. I didn't know you could do the pitch bend on here on the MPC Live too. Like you could still do a pitch bend without the pitch bend wheel, without the, you know, slider. I saw that on YouTube. Who did that? The Superb Sounds YouTube joint. They got a expansion kit out, and they do a little template joint where they show you, you know, how you can make a beat with it. And he did a pitch bend in the he automated a pitch bend. I was like, oh, it was so, you know what I mean? I was like, I'm gonna get to that later, cause I don't even know what he just did. He just did some super duper magic stuff right now and just breezed by it like it wasn't nothing. Don't explain what he just did or nothing. He just did it. Bip, 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 and the joint bent. It would like, you know what I mean? I was like, hold up. So I got some research to do on that. But what was I talking about? Tangent. Just went on tangent. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody paying attention. You know what I mean? So let me play these joints. I'm trying to the first joint is the you know what I mean? The Cheers joint. You can hear the cheer, like, you know what I mean? It's a cheerful joint. That's why it's called that, if you understand what it is. You know what I mean? I gotta turn this loop off. I think I turned the loop off. Let me see. Try to play it all. Play the whole thing from the top. We're gonna play it. You know what I mean? Big shout out to everybody tuned in. Kicking it, you know what I mean? Tuesday morning. You know what I mean? I was trying to get this joint together all day. Was getting it mastered, and I was last night I was sequencing it, you know, trying to make it like the original album, put the song back, blah blah blah, and I added some special extra. It's an extra bonus track for all the producers out there. You know what I mean? I don't really drop a lot of acapellas, but you know what I mean? It might be a bonus acapella on here if you get it off the Bandcamp joint. With the tempo in there. And you know what I mean? It's another interlude. I changed the interlude. The outro at the end is not the same. Just had extra little interlude stuff, so I just threw that in there. But everything else is pretty much the same. If you listen to headphones, you get the real full kind of experience, or you know what I mean? Because it's if you got some clock radio speakers, you know you're not gonna hear the full spectrum of music because stuff is in stereo, and I don't even know if it's coming through correctly through here. It's probably mono on here, so. But I don't know how to switch it any other way, so it's coming through stereo in my headphones. break them up. You get the instrumental, you can hear you can really hear what's going on in the joint. You know what I mean? You can really like, oh, okay, all right. You gotta catch the dope part, you know what I mean? You gotta catch the real dope part of the joint. Sometimes you just, you know what I mean? It make it repeat, cause that's the feel good part, you know?
Afternoon, everybody.
Norman.
It's peaking right now. Hold on. Oh. Straight head nod, you know what I mean? Boom bap joint. I was going for like more simple. This is just a 2-bar. I think it's a 2-bar loop. I think. Yeah, it's two bars. But it's funky though. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just like once I get the beat like this, I start writing to it, and I don't really add nothing else to it. You know? Sometimes I'm like, I'll get back to it later, but then I'll never get back to it later. And then I'll listen to it later like, yo, this joint tight. It's the high art joint. High art, that's the high art. Shout out to Cy Young, he on that joint, on the good album. This joint is like a theatrical. I got this, you know what I mean? It's from that type of source, you know what I mean? Theatrical type joint. So it got that feel to it. The drums, I think that's JZONE drums. The breaks, one of them break joints he put out, because I got all of them, and you know, chopped up drum break. Everything, all it's, you know, funky. You gotta get funky with the. You can't just be like every time. You gotta like get bouncy on them with the programming, you know. So. Also, this is like 7-bar. I remember when Cy Young came over, he was like, "What? How many? What's?" Because you know what I mean. Cy Young is never good at coming in at the right bar. He's super tight, but it's been times when I've been like, "Yo, just kick the rhyme," and then I'll just move. Cause he like I don't where the one at. I don't know. Cause sometimes you know what I mean. Like sometimes he be like, I don't know where the one at, and then sometimes he just come in rhyming wherever he want, and it still sound tight. And we just you know, it's been a couple times cats to do that, and I'm like, oh, I wasn't thinking about that part being where you come in at. Oh, all right, you know what I mean? And it sound weird at first, but nobody else has heard the song, so they don't know where the one is. You know what I mean? So anyway, the one is where you put it, I guess, but you know, it depends on how funky it is or whatever. You know? But anyway, this joint is it's a 7-bar. It's weird because it it's not 8 bars. Usually the punchline part come on the 8th bar or the 4th bar or the 8th bar. You know what I mean? But I just switched it after he did his verse. He was like, What's up with this beat? What's going on? This joint tight. What's going on?" But you know what I mean? Like he could tell it was something. I was like, "Oh yeah, this joint. I forgot. This joint is like, it's like 7 bars or something. Like it's a weird turnaround. I forgot how it go. But anyway, run it to me. Writing in the air. All right, writing in the air. This Barry. Disco Vietnam. Shout out to Disco Vietnam. Anybody know Disco Vietnam? Big shout out to Disco Vietnam. Barry. You know what I mean? Barry. You know what I mean? That's his real name. Barry. You know what I mean? Shout out to Barry. He made this beat. People think I made this beat. Nah, he on the credits. You know what I mean? He sent me this beat a minute ago, and he didn't think I used it. You know what I mean? And then when I finally put this project together, I sent it to him, and I was like, "Yo, how much you want for the, like, you know, I could send you some money. I'm paid." He was like, "Nah, man." He threw up the Dracula cross. "Nah, man." You know what I mean? Like, "Nah, I made that for, you know, when I made it." He was like, "It sounded like a Kev Brown beat." So, you know what I mean? I was like, "Yo, it do sound like a Kev Brown beat." You know what I mean? Like, sound like a joint. I was like, "Yo, give me your PayPal joint." He's like, "Nah, nah." You know what I mean? Like, I was like, "Oh man, thanks, man." But yeah, I wrote this, and you know, I just wrote what I felt to the beat. Boom, 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 and bang, boom, bada, bada, bang. You know what I mean? That's what this is. Shout out to Barry. You know what I mean? Disco Vietnam. Check his SoundCloud out. He got joints out. Check his Bandcamp out. He got joints. Writing in the air. That's the writing in the air joint. Cats out here got beats, man. Cats are talented. Yeah, the drums are swinging. He got the little, you know what I mean? The hop in the drums. Alright, So that's the writing in the air joint. Hold up, Mike. Writing in the air joint. Shout out to Barry. This joint is what is this joint? The flute greatness. This is this beat crazy because it's a simple kick snare, you know what I mean, type joint, but it's a 3 bar loop. If you pay attention, it's only 3 bar loop, and it's just there's no samples in it. That's like the string orchestra in the MPC. You know what I mean? I got my own John Williams inside the box. You know what I mean? Cracking. Gotta put your headphones on. You know what I mean? Back to the one again. The crowd called out for more. So this one is it sounds like classical music too. When you play, them joints too, they fit because you know what I mean. It sounds like orchestral stuff. And this one is just like an equal amount of bar. It's like a 4 bar loop. But this is what the people like. This is the ish that kept everybody like, oh, the bass lines. You know what I mean? So I spazzed on the bass line in particular because people be like, yo, the bass line. So, you know what I mean? This is a usual, the sample source and stuff, it ain't usual old guitar or whatever, but it's still, progressive, but it still got the Kev Brown bass line. You know what I mean? Like the usual quote unquote crack off. You know what I mean? And you can't really. I like this beat because you can't understand what's going on when it first come on. You can't nod your head to it. You don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? But when the drums come in, everything makes sense. I know what's going on because I heard this a jillion times. But. Hopefully you can hear everything. It's a little loud right there. So yeah, that's you know what I mean. Rugged. That's what I'm talking about. That's you know what I'm talking about. Uh, Word up, turn into a joint, right? Like, bah, oh, I understand now. Um, so yeah, the next joint is the joint with YU on the album, Super Duper B-Boy joint. That's the name of the joint, Super Duper B-Boy joint. Because when you hear it, like, you know what I mean, and you start dancing uncontrollably out of nowhere. That's what this joint, you know what I mean, sound like. I was going for like a Chub Rock, you know what I mean? Like a back in the day, you know what I mean? 1990, you know what I mean? Cats was hitting it, you know what I mean? They was getting it. It's, you know, because all the usual stuff on this album, my stuff usually be like 88, 89, son. You know what I mean? Like, not the year I'm talking about. I'm talking about like tempo. You know what I mean? Like, my joints, I don't really make a lot of, when I do songs, I make up tempo beats, but when I make songs, my beats don't usually be, you know, the beats I'm on, they ain't really, you know, lately they've been 88, 89. When I cut my MPC on, it's already set up like 89. Like MPC already know, like, yep, 89. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm ready here. I'm ready for it. So that's where I stay at most of the time. But I had in mind for this particular, you know, I got to keep it a variety. So like I was like, let me do an up tempo, and I was inspired because I was listening to like up tempo. MC Search came out with the what was the compilation he came out, and it had all the '90s cats on it. It had Special Ed, I think MC Light was on it, um, Chub Rock was on it. The Chub Rock joint, and it sounded like I was like, "What is this? Is this old songs?" I didn't know if it was new, so I didn't understand because I was like, "I never heard this song," and it was rocking Chub Rock joint. I was like, "Yo, what's this?" Um, but anyway, I was like, "Yo, I need to make some, you know what I mean? Scooby Doo joints, boom, you know what I mean? Up tempo joint." So, bow did a joint. Tried my best to rap fast. When you hear the album, you know, I tried my best to rap fast on it. But YU, the real MC, come on it and show you how to do this, son. He sound like Rakim and shit on it. You know what I mean? On his verse. Um, I'm on that joint just trying to keep my breath. You know what I mean? Right. I'm punching in. You know what I mean? The magic of studio, you can punch in. It's tight. Um, but yeah, this up tempo joint, super duper b-boy joint. I picture mad people just getting busy cutting the rug. You know what I mean? If it was, you know what I mean, in the video, you know what I mean? Cats do, this is a joint. You know what I mean? This is a joint. go, go, go. Word, that's the joints. Words from the Bartender. Camber came through one day. We was working on bonus tracks for the Homework album, and we did two songs that was just laying around. So I used them for my joint. You know what I mean? One of them is this joint. That's JZONE drums. You know what I mean? Chopped up, break. Sound like some, you know what I mean? Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. Come on. Hypnotic head nod. Wild Wild West type joint. ODB on that joint. It's crazy. Oh, yeah. Hold on. So yeah, this next joint is Musical Puzzle. Musical Puzzle. Bow. Musical Puzzle. I called it that because I say a line and the joint says Musical Puzzle. But it's like, a metaphor for chopping up records. Musical puzzle, because you chopping joints up and you rearranging joints back the way you want it to go. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? JZONE drums. You know what I mean? Killing the JZONE drums. I'm up in here with the JZONE drums. Like it's my drum set. You know what I mean? I'm up in here. Big shout out to JZONE. And chopped up sample, you know what I mean? Bass line and stuff. You know what I mean? Kev Brown stuff. Kev Brown, bro. Yeah, musical puzzle right here. Put your headphones on. You gotta put your headphones on so you can hear the full spectrum of the stereo sound, son. You can hear the time stretch in the joint. You can hear the wobbly, the wobbly sound. Different drum patterns, you know what I mean? Instead of just doing regular drum patterns, just gotta try to, From listening to all these break beats and stuff, you know what I mean? I'm trying to emulate that on the beat machine from hearing these drummers do it. bars. That's a 4-bar loop right there. You can tell because the bass line changes up. Everything else stays the same. What's next? The next up, do it to win. You gotta do it to win. That's the next joint up here. Big shout out to everybody hanging out, listening. You go right now to Bandcamp, you know what I mean, and listen in full stereo. It ain't coming out here in full quality. I already know. So you could just go to Bandcamp, you know, you could listen to it for free. You know what I mean? You could buy it, and then you could have it forever. You know what I mean? Digitally in your phone, whatever you want to have it. But yeah, you know, the good album. I put the good album up with the lyrics Friday up on my Bandcamp, and now I'm dropping the instrumentals. I was like, yo, I should drop the instrumentals for it. I mean, I had them. I was like, oh, do it. You know what I mean? So doing it now. Do it to win. You know, that's self-explanatory on the lyrics, but the beat. I don't know. I don't really know what to say about this beat. This is a head nod beat. This is straight up head nod. You know what I mean? This is head nod joint, son. This is like this is a joint like, you know, you playing beats for your boy. Oh, what's that? Run that back. Oh, that was tight. That cats be freestyling. Oh, and then the next beat play. It's one of them joints. You know, just pretty much. You know, pretty much. Oh, this loop. It is. I will tell you, like this loop is busted. It's like if you pay attention, the flute is on beat, but the piano is not. You know what I mean? Like the piano, the flute is keeping you on beat. You know what I mean? And the bass, the flute and the bass. Well, of course, the drums is keeping it on beat, but the piano is drunk because the way you know, if you all know that if you make beats, you understand what I'm saying. Because you might focus in on one instrument. You might have to sacrifice something when you sampling. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, cause you listening to it like, all right, the piano in the background is off beat. Like, cause it's just naturally played. It's real live instruments, so people playing it. So like, you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, but the bass and the flute, you know what I mean, is on. So it's like, all right. I'm chopping it with the flute. You know what I mean? You make a decision. Chop it with the flute. I'm chopping on the flute. I'm chopping the flute. That's what I'm chopping. So when you chop the flute, it's chopping the bass too. Like in this particular case, I didn't make a bass line. The bass is in the sound. Turn the bass up in the sample. Bow, got bass line. You know what I mean? And then you got the instruments on top of it. Everything playing in tune all together. Little tip there. Da-da. But yo, so like, you know what I mean? So you chop it on the flute. Bow, everything line up. So when you chopping it, when you playing it with the beat on your drums, you know what I mean? The flute is the main, and you know, it's making everything else fall in line when you doing it. If you're doing it right, you know what I'm talking about. For the people that know, if you don't know what I'm talking, don't even worry about it. You know what I mean? Because you probably don't even make beats. You know what I mean? You just listen to beats. Yeah, you ain't gotta worry about that. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta worry about it. Just listen to it and rock out. That's what the main thing is. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, that's what I'm talking about. So you do it to win. You know what I mean? We doing it. We out here doing it. Let me turn this up. Hold on. Oh, rambling on. Let me play the beat. As you can see. Got a little drunk in the back, you know what I mean? A little drunk on the piano. He had a couple, you know. Plus, it's a Tom Stretch sample too, so it's a lot. It's a lot of factors involved with that. Yeah, it's got to be about 88, 89 BPMs. Basically the ideal head nod. If you want to make a head nod beat, 88, 89. You know what I mean? That's the usual. The super dupe. You can go 90. You know, you always go 90. That's the great. But 88 is the super duper. You nod your head for 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Like however long the beat is, you just like you in a trance. You know what I mean? Bars. That's 4 bars right there. 4-bar loop. Word. Alright, I'm paused it because the next joint coming up. Shout out to Jock Retro. You know what I mean? If you don't know who Jock Retro is, you need to find out. You know what I mean? Jock Retro, son. You need to look him up. He on here. He on the he on the gram and stuff. Check him out. Check his page out on the gram. He got beats. You know what I mean? He did this next beat coming up. He got a joint on Bandcamp too. He just dropped the instrumental album and it's fire. You know what I mean? It's instrumental joints. You need to check it out. He got joints. He from down here too. He from Maryland. You know what I mean? And we discovered, we came across him, and it was like, what? You know what I mean? Like, who? What? He from here? You know what I mean? How come? It's weird because nobody heard of him before. Like, nobody knew him. Like, usually Slim Cat 78, somebody, they be like, oh, Jock Retro, I know him from back in the day. And nobody knew, like, who is this guy? And he's like our age and stuff, and we never bumped into each other and that, you know what I mean? It's crazy. But he got joints. You know what I mean? It sounded like he was hanging around us. You know what I mean? Like, he sounded like one of us. You know what I mean? It was crazy. But yeah, this beat is tight. This song is called It's You. And that's, the beat is saying it's you in the beat. You know what I mean? So I just called it It's You. You know what I mean? Because can't really mess with that. And yeah, man, this is the beat. It's a whole orchestra. It's the whole beat, son. You heard, my beats on this album is more stripped down and, but this beat is like, it's a full beat. It's like it's chord changes and stuff. I was like, wow, this beat crazy, you know what I mean? Crazy.
It's you. It's clear. It's clear.
Welcome to Masterpiece Theater.
It's you. It's clear.
Jock Retro.
You kill me, man. You understand?
And it's you. It's clear. It's clear.
I'm not getting any younger.
And it's you. And it's you. And it's you. It's clear. It's clear.
I'm not getting any younger.
This beat is stupid.
It's you. And it's you. And it's you. It's clear. It's clear.
joint is crazy. So this is the outro. It's a new outro I put instead of the strings and stuff for this time. Fade in, fade out. Then we got the bonus track, instrumental, you know what I mean? The cloudy joint. If you bought the album, you know what it is. Shout out to DARU Jones, you know what I mean? I think I got, sampled the DARU joints. Switzerland in the house. Big respect. Daru Jones influence, you know what I mean? With the hop on the drum. Word up. Big respect to everybody tuned in. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I mean, that's the whole joint. You can go right now. Listen to it all again. Relive it all. Go to Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
I don't know what's going on.
Pause that right there. You go to Bandcamp, kevbrown.bandcamp.com, and go listen to it all night, all day. I don't know wherever you at. I don't know what time of day it is, but yeah, you could buy it. You know what I mean? It's for sale also. I would appreciate that if you made a purchase. It's on my website also, officialkevbrown.com. Cracking. And what time is it? It's 1:10 in the morning, and on the East Coast in America. So I'm getting off here. You know what I mean? Peace out. Big thanks to everybody tuned in. You know, shout out to everybody that always supporting. Y'all be tuning in. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all, man. All of that means a lot. Supporting the cause. Appreciate it. And, you know what I mean? Big respect. Peace, 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 peace. Be safe out here. Peace, peace.